Welcome back to Photoshop, everybody. Today we got a new tutorial for you. Today we're going to be looking at warping text in Photoshop. There's two ways to get to this. You can either right click on here and go to warp text, or you can just hit this little button up here, which does the same thing. So you have your different types of warping. You got your arc lower and arc upper. Arc, let me move this aside here. You guys can all see. Arc here, you see arcs the text in that fashion. Then you go the horizontal arc or vertical arc. Vertical arc, as you can see, doesn't look too good because it's going with vertical text. But we'll stay with horizontal for pretty much all of this tutorial here. So you can change the percentage of your bend. So if I come down here to 0, it will be basically there'd be no arc at all. Go the other way, you have the arc going downwards. You got your distortion. You can make it so the left side or the right side becomes bigger or smaller, depending if you want that or not. I'm not going to use it. You have your vertical distortion. Widen out the top, widen out the bottom. Pretty simple. Get this back down to 0. Continue here. I have OCD apparently. So bring this back up to 50 here. So that's your regular arc. Now you have your arc lower. Bring this back down to 0. Pretty much back to normal. Go this way. Arcs it the other way. As you can see, it doesn't really work too well because of the way arc lower is supposed to work. It's supposed to go this way, which means the arc is going downwards. So when it went this way, the arc went upwards and went through the text itself. Now to arc upper. Basically the same thing, just going the other way again. If I go down this way, it will not work because it's supposed to go maybe at a positive number here. Now arch. Really kind of the same thing as arc, just to a little more extreme extent. Bulge. Bulge is cool because it kind of just makes the middle of the text pop. If you have like a slogan or something, this will really help it pop. You could either have the front and the middle burst, or you can have kind of this version where it kind of twists the text upside down, which can be kind of cool if you're kind of like going for like a Dairy Queen upside down thickness with the blizzard type of deal there. You got your shell lower. It's kind of cool. Pops out the bottom of the text, kind of brings the top together. This one, when you go negative, kind of brings the other side back up again. Doesn't really work. Most of these things you want to stay in the positive percentages for it to work correctly. Shell upper, brings the upper part forward, leaves the bottom part mostly the same. For flag is interesting, it makes like a wave effect. You can decide how much of a wave effect you want, or if you want it to go the other way. Pretty nice. Decide which way you want it there. Wave, pretty much the same thing, to be truly honest. It just kind of cuts it off at the top due to the way a wave works. It has tops and bottoms. Flag can wave around and around. Fish kind of pops one side and squinches the other, with the inside being the same. And the shape of the fish, as you can see here, goes the other way, goes the opposite way. Fish is going that way. Now we have rise. Rise is cool. I mean, it's kind of like wave or flag. It just doesn't really do the back and forth. It's just one up instead of up and down at the same time. Fisheye, it's kind of cool. It takes the outsides and kind of stretches them out a little bit while it bulges the middle. Take it the other way, pops out the outsides, takes the middle part of it and throws it backwards. Inflate, positive percentages will inflate the image, makes it look like kind of like the outside of the balloon is happening on the outside while the middle stays mostly the same. because it's right towards you, and if you look at a balloon coming right towards you, kind of would look the same text-wise, but the outside would be stretched. Squeeze, exact opposite effect. It looks like you're squeezing something while the top is kind of staying the same, and the rest of it is coming in, while the middle kind of stays the same, and you can see pretty much all of it, while this is kind of a little bit harder to read. And twist. Twist kind of just like twists the middle of the text around, kind of create a cool little effect there. Bring it back to 0. Again, this one does nothing when you have it to 0. Go to negatives, twists it the other way. And that's warping text. It can be fun. It can be pretty simple with deciding on which one you decide to use, or if you want to go with the more complicated ones, they can be a little more fun, but again, they can be harder to use. Well, it's been fun messing around with you guys. Hope to see you in the next one. Until next time.